Hey guys, back when I was in elementary school like you, my favorite type of books to read were books called Choose Your Own Adventure. Have you ever read a Choose Your Own Adventure book? So you start reading through it, and it comes to a point in the story where the character in the story has to make a decision. And then you decide what to do. If you do this, turn to this page. If you do this, turn to this page. And so I love those kinds of stories. Today's lesson is actually a Choose Your Own Adventure lesson. And so I'm not going to read all of it to you today because a lot of the story is going to depend on what you decide to do. And so we're focusing on today this standard right here, 4.08, and learning more about the Sons of Liberty. Now, we've been talking this week, going back and reviewing some of the things that happened during the Revolutionary War. Yesterday was the Declaration of Independence, but we did talk yesterday about the Boston Tea Party, and the Sons of Liberty were these men who were really angry at the king, and they were sometimes a little bit violent, sometimes a little bit rough in how they protested the king's taxes and the Tea Act and the Stamp Act and all those. And the Sons of Liberty were kind of the leaders to fight back against the king. Well, we need to know who they were, and I want you to learn more about them. And so that's what today's lesson is going to be about. Who were the Sons of Liberty? So as you go through these slides today, you're going to be reading, and this little introduction here. Let me just read this with you. If I can move my face out of the way. All right. Come with us to a time of a hard life, of fair and unfair taxes, and a growing sense of unhappiness. Travel with the Sons of Liberty back to 1765. So what year are we in? The year 1765. The decisions you make will directly affect the future of your friendships, your life, and your family. Our journey takes us to New York City in the colony of New York after the Stamp Act. Then you go to the next slide, and you'll read along, and I'm not going to read it all to you. Read the text. It's very interesting. And then, after the next slide, you've got a question. If you decide to help the Sons of Liberty, you'll click there. If you decide not to help the Sons of Liberty, you click there. And it'll take you to the next part of the story. And your story will depend on what you decide. Okay? So that's the gist of this today. You're going to pretend you're someone living back then, before the Revolutionary War, during the time of the Revolutionary War about to begin. And you're going to decide what you would do. Would you help the Sons of Liberty? I mean, look at this picture right here. This is one of those tax collectors we talked about yesterday. They've tarred and feathered them. They're pouring hot tea down their throat. They're pretty cruel. Would you help them do that? I mean, would you be so mad at the king and his taxes that you would beat up a tax collector? Would you help him? Would you not help him? Your decision. You get to decide today in your story. Now, that's the main part, but what I want you to do and turn in today is this. And so you've got a little sheet. You've not seen one. My class has been with me all year. Have not seen one like this anyway. And so it's on actually a Google document, and it's just got questions. And so what you have to do is answer the question. So you'll just click below the question, click on your mouse pad. What year is it? We just read it's 1765 in the story. These are all questions from the story. Okay. What is your business partner, Shay, angry about? You'll click below that question, and you'll start typing, he is mad because whatever. You'll just type the answers in, and then you will turn this in to me afterwards today. Okay, this one right here. What did you decide to do? Circle your own answer. You can't really circle it. You can delete the one you didn't do, or however you want to do that. You can type it down below it. Whichever way you want to do it is fine with me. And then there's just some more questions that depend on what decisions you make as you read the story. So you've got to read the story and finish it to answer these questions. So that's your assignment today. Go through the story and then do your assignment of answering the questions about the story as you learn about the Sons of Liberty. I think you'll enjoy this. I look forward to reading your answers and seeing what you chose in the story. Enjoy it, and I'll get off here and let you get busy.